Welcome to Mindful Floor Yoga. You can begin by lying down on the floor on your back, allowing your arms to be by your sides, palms facing up, and breathing in naturally for a few breaths. As we begin, and as we're working through various postures, know that yoga is not about competing. It's not about doing. It's perhaps about being present in a natural state in various postures. Maybe our mantra can be just noticing the body, the breath, and softening those areas of the body that don't need to be constricted or tight in any given posture. Breathe in an intention of paying attention to your body, knowing that thoughts and feelings, perhaps of striving or judgments, are inevitable. The practice is about knowing this, returning back to the body, breathing, softening. So, when you're ready, perhaps breathing in, sweeping your arms along the floor, and stretching them overhead with your palms facing each other. Allowing your body to stretch, perhaps straightening out your toes, your foot. And when you're ready, exhaling and sweeping your arms back to your sides. Noticing how your body feels. Perhaps again a full body stretch by inhaling, sweeping your arms along the floor, stretching them overhead, palms facing each other. Stretching, breathing, and when you're ready, exhaling and sweeping your arms back down to your sides. Noticing the body. Now for a body twist. Sweeping your arms out to shoulder height. Bend both knees and raise them straight up, keeping your feet on the floor. Then exhaling and lowering both knees to your right side. Noticing your shoulders and arms, attempting to keep them on the floor. And if you like, turning your head to look to the left. Noticing your body, breathing, and softening. On an inhale, returning to your neutral position, lying flat with both knees up and your feet on the floor. Allowing a breath. Now exhaling and lowering both knees down to your left side. Noticing your shoulders and arms. And if you like, turning to look to your right. Noticing the body, allowing a breath, and softening. And on an inhale, returning your knees back to a neutral position. Lying flat with both knees up and your feet on the floor. Allowing a breath. Let's repeat a full body stretch. Again, inhaling and sweeping your arms overhead with palms facing each other. Stretching. And as you exhale, sweeping your arms back down to your sides. Resting. Breathing. Noticing. And now trying knees to the chest. First, let's keep our left leg straight. Exhale, bending our right knee and bringing it towards our chest. Grasping just below the knee with our hands. And drawing your thigh closer to your chest. You can either keep your head on the floor or tuck your chin to your chest, whatever feels best for you. Allowing a breath. Slowly returning your right foot to the floor and straightening both legs. When you're ready, keeping your right leg straight, exhaling and bending your left knee, bringing it towards your chest, grasping just below your knee with your hands, and again drawing your thigh close to your chest. Keeping your head on the floor or tucking your chin to your chest. Allowing a breath. And when you're ready, slowly returning your leg back to the floor and straightening both legs. Noticing your body and breathing. And now a pelvic rock and tilt. Bending both knees and raising them straight up, keeping your feet on the floor. On an inhale, press down slightly on your tailbone, allowing your lower back to arch gently so that you feel a small gap between your lower back and the floor. On an exhale, gently pressing your lower back down, flush with the floor. Repeat with each breath, rocking and tilting back and forth. When you're ready, straightening out your legs to the floor, allowing a full body stretch by inhaling and sweeping your arms overhead with your palms facing each other, stretching, then exhaling as you sweep your arms back down to your sides. Noticing the body, breathing, and softening. Now, bridge pose, Bend both knees and raise them up, keeping your feet on the floor and your arms by your sides. As we inhale, curl your spine off the floor, lifting first your buttocks, now your lower back, now your upper back off the floor, creating a bridge. If you're able, perhaps clasp your hands together underneath your body and stretch them towards your feet. Remembering to breathe, softening those areas of the body that can be softened, muscles of the face. On your next exhale, just returning your arms to the starting position and slowly lowering your back down to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Noticing your body and breathing. With your legs in the same position, we're going to repeat the bridge pose with an arm stretch. So keeping your feet on the floor and your arms to your sides, inhale and curl up your spine off the floor, lifting first your buttocks, then your lower back, then your upper back off the floor. Sweeping your arms overhead as well, allowing them to rest on the floor if this feels comfortable to you. As you exhale, lower your back to the floor, sweeping your arms back down to your sides. If it's comfortable for you, repeat this motion. As you inhale, lifting your buttocks off the floor, sweeping your arms back overhead, and as you exhale, lowering your back to the floor and bringing your arms back down by your sides. Perhaps repeat this a couple times. And when you're ready, stretching your legs out, arms by your sides, palms facing upward. In a corpse pose. Noticing your body, your breathing, softening. And now we'll try some rocking back and forth. Lifting your knees up towards your chest. Grasp your legs just below the knees and gently rocking back and forth. Side to side, front to back. And when you're ready, perhaps you can extend your feet towards the ceiling, perhaps grabbing your toes, allowing your knees to bend. Rocking perhaps back and forth, front to back, side to side. Some might call this baby pose. When you're ready, returning back to your first position, grasping your legs just below the knees, and once again rocking back and forth. Side to side, front to back. And when you're ready, just returning to corpse pose. Straighten your legs out, your arms and hands by your sides, palms up. Noticing your body, sensations of your body, noticing your breath. And when you're ready, let's try a leg side stretch. So rolling on to your right side with your legs extended, one on top of the other. Letting your head rest on your right arm and place your left hand on the floor in front of your ribs to provide some support. Inhaling and slowly raising your left leg up a few inches, whatever's comfortable for you. Noticing sensations of the body. And when you're ready, exhaling and slowly lowering your leg back down. Until they touch. Practicing this a few times on an in-breath, raising your leg, and then on an out-breath, lowering the leg. When you're ready, rolling onto your back, drawing your knees to your chest, perhaps grabbing them right below your knees, and just gently rocking back and forth, side to side again. Noticing your breath. And now rolling on your left side, with your legs extended, one on top of the other. Again, letting your head rest on your left arm and placing your right hand on the floor right in front of your ribs. And on an inhale, allowing your right leg to lift up. And on exhale, allowing the leg to come back down. And on an inhale, rising. And on an exhale, lowering. Perhaps noticing the pause in between the breath cycle. And doing this a few times. When you're ready, rolling back on your back, drawing your knees to your chest, perhaps grabbing them just below the knees. And again, rocking back and forth, side to side, a gentle massage. And when you're ready, returning back to corpse pose. breathing, noticing and softening. And when you're ready, we're going to try cat and cow pose. So slowly rising up, being gentle with your body, noticing movement as you come upon your hands and knees. Your arms are straight, your hands are positioned below your shoulders. On an inhale, let your belly sag toward the floor and lift up your head. This is the cow pose. And as you exhale, round your back, curling your tailbone toward the floor in a posture that might look like a cat, the cat pose. Repeat this a few times. Inhaling into the cow pose, exhaling into the cat pose. Noticing sensations of the body. Noticing your breath. Softening those areas of your body that can be softened. And when you're ready, just returning to a neutral position, the straight back. As we can try child's pose. So we're going to lower our torso down to the floor, resting on our buttocks, on top of our feet, and our head on the floor or resting in your hands, whatever feels comfortable for you. You may extend your arms in front of you on the floor or place them by your sides. Breathing naturally. Noticing sensations and stretching. If you like, you could return to a tabletop position. Resting there for a moment and slowly falling back into a child's pose position. Resting on your buttocks on top of your feet, head to the floor. Extending your arms in a stretch or bringing them to your sides. Palms facing up. When you're ready, we can try bird dog pose. So coming back to your hands and knees, arms straight, your hands positioned below your shoulders. We're now going to extend our left leg out behind the level with our hips, extending our right arm out in front of us about shoulder height. So extending our left leg out, Our right arm out as well. Practicing balancing. Noticing our breath. Noticing sensations. Head slightly raised or at kind of a neutral, flat position. When you're ready, returning to all four positions. Both hands on the floor and the knees. And let's try the other side. So extending our right leg and our left arm. Allowing them to be parallel to the floor. Balancing our right arm and our left knee. Breathing. And softening. And when you're ready, returning to the neutral all fours position. If it serves you, you can try a cat and a cow pose at this time. Or a child's pose. Whatever serves you well. And when you're ready, returning your back to the floor. Noticing the movement it takes to do so. Practicing a full body stretch. Sweeping our arms overhead with the palms facing each other. Stretching. And exhaling and bringing our arms back down to our sides. Back to a neutral position. Practicing corpse pose. Knowing that this is probably our last position for the day. Checking in with the body, perhaps scanning, noticing sensations. Allowing a breath in to parts of your body that maybe need some attention. Breathing a breath into these areas and out. Noticing sensations. Noticing your breathing and movement with each breath. And softening, allowing the floor to fully support your body. Noticing, breathing, and softening. And if it feels right for you, allowing a breath of gratitude to enter your body, you've given yourself the gift of attention, the gift of noticing for your body, mind, and spirit. Namaste.